needs to rise all the way back up. So just reverse the action. This time, and slowly bring that
Hallelujah.
There was this high wire fence that was separating the American barracks from the British barracks, making it very difficult for the two sides to communicate.
And you can see the form and structure a lot clearer. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kat. I originally made this video and was gonna title it No Social Media for 5 days, but in reality, it's more like no doom scrolling for 5 days because I watched a lot of YouTube. My original rules were like no Netflix, no TikTok, no doom scrolling on Instagram, and I was only allowed to watch educational content like tutorials and stuff on YouTube, but I realized quickly that I started watching news thinking that it would be educational, and then I would watch vlogs on other people, and I realized that, you know what, like it's really hard to go cold turkey from like doom scrolling every day to like not being on Instagram whatsoever. So I guess that YouTube was kind of like a medium in between. Actually, it was my winter vacation, and at the time I was facing huge amounts of burnout, so this challenge almost saved my life, I feel like. So the goal of the challenge was to see if I was happier and healthier and more productive afterwards, which like I can say I am, because I have become much more in touch with reality, and reality is such a bleak place that obviously you want to fill your time with escapism into social media, and been realizing how hard reality is, but at the same time that makes me happy that I'm actually in touch with the world again and in touch with people. I was looking back at some of the footage and I realized that I just looked really sad and depressed all week. You can see the light is kind of gone from my eyes in a lot of this footage. I realized I felt like I was struggling a lot more than I gave myself credit for, and it's okay because everybody goes through it, and seasonal depression is so common at this time of year. Like the days are shorter, you get less sun, it's just colder in general overall, and you spend more time indoors. I can see why it's a hard time for everybody going through this. I can say for a fact that pairing this with reading my Bible has helped me immensely kind of see how I shouldn't always be looking at everybody's lives on social media and comparing my life and always kind of striving for that, because I feel like it's an impossible wishing and wondering how your life would be different if you just got to that place in your life. I think the biggest takeaway from doing this challenge was just realizing that it is okay to have a mundane life. It's okay not to be hustling and chasing after all these things that are kind of very materialistic, and to just be okay with living the life you have. And I think that in itself is such a gem of a realization. This whole thing was super worth it. Anyways, I'm just gonna get into the video. It's kind of just like me being depressed for a week, but once again, true peace is in knowing that your mundane life is okay. So yeah, I guess enjoy these clips, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you in a future video that's probably gonna be better than this. Good morning, guys. Today is January 1st. I just woke up not too long ago. It is 8:07 right now. And I'm sick. What a great way to start the new year, by being sick. So actually the first thing I did this morning was look at my phone, but because it didn't have any social media on it. So the first thing I did was actually go on the Bible app and read the devotional for today. And it was actually very inspiring. Obviously it's not ideal because I'm still waking up and looking at my phone, but I think it's a step in the right direction. Also, another thing I noticed, this might be like TMI, when I went to the washroom like this morning to like do my business, because normally I always have my phone on me and I didn't know what to do. You know, like look at my shampoo bottles, like do that thing. I noticed for the first time that my toilet paper had bees on them. This is just funny to me because I've been using the same exact toilet paper for a year now, and it's the first time I noticed there were bees on them. I don't know what this means, but I feel like I'm becoming more aware of my surroundings than I ever have been, and it's only been like a couple minutes into the new year and into my challenge. I already think that we're making like groundbreaking progress because normally I feel like my thoughts just kind of come and go, and I don't remember half of the things I think about. But then when I was having toilet time this morning, it was like I could hear myself clearly, and I was just like holding those thoughts until I could write them down. My to-do list for today is to make a New Year's resolution video, clean up my house because it's filthy right now, and I want to do a drawing challenge too. And then the fourth thing I want to focus on is my gut health. I woke up this morning with like a really bad stomach ache, and I haven't had a stomach ache waking up this bad in like a long time. I definitely feel like it's because my gut health is so bad. And I've been just eating trash for like the past so many days, so I need to figure out how to make more nutritious food for myself. It's kind of a cloudy day. It don't look that great outside. Okay, so for the next little bit, I actually have kind of like a morning routine that I kind of wanted to follow. 20 minutes of reading the Bible, 10 minutes of prayer and meditation, and then 30 minutes of yoga or exercise of my choice. In total, this is 1 whole hour of morning routine. So I'm gonna try to do this for the next 5 days and see if this is actually feasible. Scripture for 20 minutes, and I should probably decide on what part of scripture I want to be reading. I'm gonna start with Paul's letters. Okay, well, I'm gonna start on 2 Corinthians. I don't know why. I just feel like doing that today. So one of my resolutions this year is to read the Bible cover to cover, which has just been like really hard for me to do every single year for some reason. Okay, so I ended up taking 40 minutes to do something that I thought was gonna be 20 minutes. But I think the reason is because I could not focus for the first half of this. So I just read through all of 2 Corinthians, and I thought I was gonna like do only half of it, but I did completely read it all. At first, before I kind of got into the rhythm of things, I was finding it really hard to understand and like rereading it, and I think that just goes to show that my concentration has really decreased because of the dopamine that I get from like watching something. It had some really good nuggets of gold in here. The thing I like about Paul's letters are that it's so applicable to like real life. I had a question for anybody who knows how to read their Bible. I have such an urge to go back through each chapter and dive into it and like listen to a sermon only specifically on like one chapter of 2 Corinthians and just go like word for word over like what it all means. But then again, like if I do that, I will not have time to like go through the whole Bible this year. I think I'm going to read Galatians tomorrow and then Ephesians the next day, but I don't know if that's like the right way to do things. Like I'm really torn on like whether or not I should be reading a chapter and like going over it word for word, or like just reading the next chapter and kind of not fully like understanding it and grasping it, but just like to get the content out of it, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, I know there's not going to be like a right or wrong way to read it, but I just want to like know like if anybody has a system that works for them. I feel touched about the things that I'm reading. Even in the first chapter, it tells us that God is a God of comfort. Despite the sufferings of the world, he's also the God of comfort, and this whole letter is kind of was just really comforting to read, I'd guess. So as you can see, I have like zero space. I should probably be cleaning up. Okay, I need to do a lot of cleaning today. But here is my little yoga space. Okay, so it is currently 10:14. Wow, I do feel good. My body feels really nice. This whole process took me an hour and a bit, and that was just so nice, and I'm definitely going to try to keep that up every single morning. I'm just so sick right now. I'm so sorry. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to try to make my 2025 resolutions video, and then hopefully at 12 I can come and start making my first meal of the day. And yes, I haven't eaten breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast on a day-to-day, and by 12 I feel like I'm gonna be starving, but I want to get this video done with. I'm not gonna lie, I just spent the last 2 hours just planning and not even filming at all. This is kind of what the planning process looks like, is just a ton of paper and writing down kind of like what I'm gonna say in my script. But I need to start filming or else I'm going to be very disappointed with myself. I'm gonna start filming, let's get this ball rolling, and then I have to feed myself. But before that, I probably am gonna take a nap because I'm not even that hungry for some reason. I think I'm not hungry because I'm sick. By the way, if you wanna see the video, it's probably gonna come out before this video will, so I will have it linked up somewhere. Whew, okay, it's like 1 o'clock and I am so tired from filming that video. Even though it took me like an hour to film, I know it's gonna take me like 10 hours to edit. I'm gonna try to sleep, see if I can sleep, and if I can't, then I'm just gonna wake up and cook myself something. So good night. I forgot to turn off the blinds. No. You guys, I can't fall asleep. Also, I'd like to admit that every night before I fall asleep, I always watch League of Legends. I'm kind of a fan. Normally to put me to sleep, I literally just watch people play League of Legends to sleep. Now that like I can't watch YouTube for entertainment, I don't know how to fall asleep. And I knew this was gonna be a problem when I started this challenge. I don't know, like it's so weird because I'm sleepy, but like I just can't sleep. I think I'm gonna make some food. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I can't fall asleep. Remember what I got? Some sort of cheesy rice dish. Okay, here she is. Very nice and not crispy. Kind of just looks like a bunch of bleh. I will say that nothing is really that appetizing the second time around. No, it's good. It's good. I don't really know what to do while I eat. This is like the first time I'm not watching like a YouTube video while I eat or something. So I'm gonna read. I have received a couple packages in the mail. What? I don't know what this is. Okay, what I bought was this, but it came with SpongeBob stickers. Okay, very cute. They also sent me this. Wait, it's an X-Acto knife? You know why? It's because then I can sharpen my pencils. Okay, I see. So this is what I got, which is a a bunch of charcoal pencils. Oh, this is hefty. Okay, cool. So this is Conte pastels. Okay. I do not want to use this Conte anymore. Holy, it's already getting my hand all chalked. The blending sticks. Let's try to draw some figures. Okay. Very interesting, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very messy. I would love to get a pencil that does the same thing as this. Here are my 3 really bad rough figure drawings for today. Okay, good morning. Today is January 2nd, day 2. I did a little bit of an oopsie yesterday. I couldn't fall asleep because you know when you're sick, basically you are like tossing and turning and then you can't breathe through the nostril that is like on the side that you're sleeping on. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I couldn't fall asleep. I basically had to watch League of Legends. So I pulled out my laptop and I watched League of Legends to fall asleep. So I broke my no social. Is this really social media? I say this is an aid to help me fall asleep. I mean, I wasn't doom scrolling, but yeah, this morning I didn't look at anything. I actually had a call with like one of my art classes, and I'm very, very excited to start doing this again today. No social media. I think it's just going to be a learning curve to see, you know, how much I can take at once. But for the next 4 days, I'm going to try my best to fall asleep to maybe a book. But I like the thing with falling asleep to a book, it makes me a little bit like weary because I don't want to be able to like read and then just like want to sleep every time I read. Yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with just falling asleep to League of Legends. Problem with that is that when you go to sleep with all this kind of like distraction going on before you sleep, it actually like alters your brainwaves to like not be able to like dream properly. Anyway, so I did my Bible reading today already. I did Galatians. I think I'm gonna do yoga for half an hour, eat, and then, you know, the problem with like eating is that I just get so much brain fog after. But yeah, I need to eat and then I'll probably film.
Take a deep breath in here. Think about the heart melting towards the thighs. Then bend your knees and think about your hip creases lifting up towards the heavens. Bend in the elbows here, my friends, grounding through the index finger and thumb.
I did not deserve to eat this until I finished this yoga session.
Easy movement here that feels good. Maybe clasping opposite elbow, rocking slowly, gently side.
I definitely notice that I do have a problem with just being in the present moment. Like, I think I'm pretty restless, as in, like, I'm always like, oh no, what do I gotta do? My food's coming. I'm just always thinking about, like, what's gonna happen in the future, what's happening in the past. So, and, like, try to just worry about now, which, like, didn't really happen this yoga session. Maybe I might try it again later today. But I also have food. This is like samgyetang. I don't know if you guys know. This is like the best sick food there is in the world. Samgyetang is like chicken soup. Before I eat, I'm gonna eat a packet of this, which is like Korean red ginseng extract. And they just come in like little packets. They taste like medicine, which is honestly maybe perfect for me right now because I think I need. So excited for this. Holy, it's steaming. I just buy this because I'm like so lazy to just make food. So that's just a whole chicken pretty much. Maybe it's like a half chicken. Actually, I think it's a half chicken. And then there's just kind of like thick broth down there. This chicken comes like right off the bone. It's like so soft. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to dip it in the salt. Yummy yum. So I will be enjoying this while probably listening to a sermon.
During World War II, 30 Allied soldiers were captured and imprisoned behind German lines. Who is an urban professor of missions, shared the story, and he said, I knew this chaplain named...
Okay, so yesterday I spent all day drawing. After exploring those Conte chalk pencils, which were like absolutely awful because they just kept on like shedding. I think maybe like the pressure is too hard, I'm not sure. But either way, I don't want to use those anymore. I started drawing with this guy here, the pencil that I showed you earlier. You have to like sharpen it with the X-Acto knife and you're supposed to get a tip like this. And I wanted to show you what I made yesterday, I guess. Some of my favorite drawings. So I guess like how normally in pencil, what it looks like is something like this. And it's like very light, you know. But with the charcoal pencil, it's just a lot more darker and you can see the form and structure a lot clearer. I'm actually going to be doing like a 30-day sketchbook, so all of these are going to be in that upcoming video. But I will show you my favorite from yesterday. It is this one right here. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like the lines are just kind of... they kind of just show what the gesture is about. Yeah, so I was just playing around with kind of the pencil yesterday. Today I am going to buy a whole anatomy course. I kind of wanted to talk about my journey through the Bible and why it's been so important to me. I am not a happy person. I mean, maybe my sickness has something to do with it, but just these past few months, I have been like depresso espresso, you know, like I've been just unable to like kind of find peace and joy within my current circumstances. And every time I kind of return to the Bible or I return to God, I always am able to find like little nuggets of hope again. In the book Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, he says, quote, "If you want to get warm, you must stand near the fire. If you want to get wet, you must get into water. If you want joy, power, peace, eternal life, you must get close to or even into the thing that has them." You can really study the Bible your whole life and not really understand what it means. unless you actually kind of meditate on the words. Galatians 1 is like one of the most perfect places to start my journey through Paul's letters. Galatians is actually one of the first, they say that it's one of the first letters that Paul's written or documented about. I'm so sleepy from food, so I might just pass out. I do need to run a couple errands today. Like, I need to like ship that box out back home to Canada. This one right here of stuff back home in the mail. But before I do that, I have to empty this thing. And I wanted to like kind of do a little haul of the things I bought for myself for Christmas. So for my Secret Santa gift this year, my coworker and friend got me a beautiful t-shirt from Uniqlo, but it's a special t-shirt because it has Arcane in the back. And if you guys don't know what Arcane is the best animated film ever. It's not a film, it's a TV show. But here it says, "What makes you different makes you strong." And I love this quote. It's so good. So this is my guilty little t-shirt pleasure. I went to the bookstore and I picked up 2 books for myself. Not books, sorry. These are notebooks, actually. This one is just got a cute little cat on it, and I did want to see if this had lines on the paper. This was only $3, so if it doesn't, I'm not too mad. Oh, beautiful! So it's not ruled paper, which I am very happy about because then I can use this as a sketchbook. And then I also got another notebook, but this one is smaller and you can put these little stickers on it, and it is also a blank notebook, so I can use this as a sketchbook. As you can see, I'm really liking the color green these days. I don't know why. It just brings me peace and calm. Also, my coworker got us little goodie bags of stuff. So inside there is little reindeer socks. Oh, what is this? Wow. I guess sticky notes for your calendar. There's even like mask packs. Wow. Okay, this is like the best thing. Korean ginseng. A hand cream. Oh, Americano coffee. I don't drink coffee, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is so nice of you. I also got a gift from one of my students who is leaving, and inside it is a hand cream and some gummies. Thank you. And then I got this thingy's kind of crushed up, but it is like one of those kind of like marshmallow Christmas tree. It is completely broken, but thank you. That is so sweet. And then the rest is all stuff I bought for myself. Okay, so I don't know why, but I just keep on buying myself sketchbooks that are green color. This one was only $2, and yeah. And I also bought this sketchbook, which is small. She's small. Oh, she's like the same size. She's actually a little bit bigger than this one. I'm actually going to be using this for a video. I also got this little Mickey Mouse. It's like to put your hair up when you're washing your hair. Just so soft looking, so I had to get it. I also got this little Mickey Mouse laundry hamper bag where you can like put underwear or socks in it, and so you don't lose your stuff. I got origami paper for the kids because they always have like crafts that you need like folding origami paper. And then last but not least, I got these like 2 brush pens. One by Monami. I love this brand for like pens and stuff. The other one is kind of just like a rando brand. But brush pens, I'm excited to try them out. Now that this thing is empty, I'm going to be transporting. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, actually it fits. Hey, not too bad. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna go to the post office quickly and deliver. Oh my gosh. deliver my box of stuff back home. I went to send in that package, and then I literally just edited at a cafe for like the whole rest of the night. But I want to do my reflections with you right now. Basically, I realized that my productivity level has skyrocketed today. Like, it wasn't that good yesterday. It was like okay yesterday, but today, holy, I got a whole video edited, and right now it's just rendering and uploading. So something I learned today is just that productivity level goes up. And I think one of the reasons why is because, like, normally when I'm like studying at a cafe, I always take these like social media breaks. But because I couldn't take a social media break, I just kept powering through and I finished it. So yeah, I pretty much took this whole day just to edit a video. So I'm exhausted, and I'm just gonna upload this and go to sleep. The urge to watch League of Legends is strong. Well, we'll see. We'll see how my sickness goes, I guess. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry for wearing the same exact outfit as yesterday. But, you know, I've just been at home and I just feel like not the need to change my clothes at all. Anyways, so today, let me show you my massive grocery haul. This morning, after reading my Bible, I just felt the need to go grocery shopping. So I want to show you what I got. I don't know why, but I just want to show you. First thing I got. Tons of eggs. Snip, snip. Next, I'm making some beef curry today, so I had to get mushrooms, 2 onions. I don't know why they package them individually like that. Napa cabbage, already cut and peeled garlic. This is actually my first time getting something like this, just because I normally get them in the clothes. Wanted to see what it would be like to not put that extra work in. Enoki mushrooms, green onion, carrots, yams. I got 2 packets of curry because they were a buy one get one. And then I got chicken, which was only $5, and beef, which I'm making beef curry right now. So chicken and beef, like $15. Overall, this whole grocery haul was 60 Canadian dollars, 63 Canadian dollars. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to be making some beef curry right now. So I gotta work right now. This morning's adventures. It's like, what were you doing this morning? You were just making a mess of everything. And now you have to clean up your kitchen. Great. I love it when I do that. For just like a couple yams. My goodness. I'm so tired. Cooking is so tiring. my meat. Yeah, okay, so my camera battery died and it is nighttime now. So what did I do today? I had to send another box to the post office, and cooking just took out so much of me, so I had to like rest for the most of the day. And yeah, but here is my dinner, which is actually just like the leftover curry. Yeah, it kind of looks like slop, but is actually Japanese curry. I got some yams, carrots, mushroom, and beef in there. So I will just be enjoying my food without the distraction of social media. And then for the rest of the night, I might just clean up because I have so much stuff that it bothers me just that I have to look at all the stuff. I don't know, there's just like so much stuff everywhere that... Okay, I have a confession to make. Yesterday, after I said that I was gonna go clean, I did not. I hopped into bed and watched YouTube for the remainder of the night. So I think I have broken the social media challenge. Technically, I was only supposed to be using YouTube in like a healthy, helpful way, but I've already been watching League of Legends to fall asleep like almost every single night of this challenge, and I realized that it's harder than I thought, and I think that I shouldn't have even said that I was allowed to do YouTube, because I feel like that just gave me an extra out to be able to say like, oh yeah, I'm watching YouTube for educational purposes. Yeah, and I don't think that that was very helpful. But I do think that watching long form content is way better than just scrolling through short form content, like doom scrolling or whatever, because doom scrolling, you never remember what you saw, and you most of the time don't really learn like valuable lessons. Oh, I did want to show you that I have cleaned up quite a bit. Okay, so yesterday I think it looked a lot messier, but today, wow, at least this space is super clean, which I'm so proud of. Looking at it, looks so much better. Obviously this space still needs a lot of work, but overall it has gotten a lot better. While I was cleaning this morning, I realized a lot of things that I kind of wanted to talk about, because this is the point of doing my no social media challenge, is so that I can realize some things in my life and come away with some takeaways on how to live my life better and in a more healthy way. And I have been doing a lot of reflecting as I'm coming to the end of this challenge. I'm kind of coming to this epiphany a little bit earlier than I thought I would. As I was cleaning, I was kind of pondering why I just had so much random stuff. And I mean, some of it's useful for like a different season. For example, I have this hand fan, which is amazing because it has two functions. Oh my gosh, it's blowing dust as we speak. Like, what is the point of having this fan if I have an electric fan? Actually, this fan is very nice and I will keep this. But the thing is there's a problem with me keeping so much junk, and I have another one of these that I actually have in my donating pile. And I bought this, which is a cash book. Supposed to use like last year to like figure out how much I was spending, and I have not written in it at all. This guy is a portable charger. Guess how many times I've used him? That's right, 0 times. Oh jeez. How in the world was I able to consume this much? I mean, I will say that like this was a gift and I didn't buy it, but that's the problem, I think, is that people just end up having like too much stuff, and we're constantly over consuming. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're constantly overstimulated, is that like if I had less stuff in my space, maybe I would wake up every morning with like more of a clearer conscious to like what I had to do in the day. But now I have to worry about getting all of my stuff back to North America, and I'm stressed out because I don't know like how I'm going to be able to do that. Even I want to point out, even like these pictures on the walls, my past students, like this is so precious to me actually. Let me take this out. I love you, by one of my best, smartest students. And I want to take all of these with me. But I just don't know if it's possible. And I want to say that like I came to Korea with like almost nothing. I only brought with me like clothes to last me like 2 weeks. Now I have so many clothes, and in these 2 drawers there's even more clothes. Oh, and like that's not even considering all my jackets. And I actually really like these jackets, plus cardigans, hoodies. This dress I actually really like from Zara. But the thing is that like what have I been doing this whole year, just like collecting and hoarding clothes that it would be a pain to bring back. Ugh. So this is the consumer problem, and I have just fallen into the trap. I always find myself, it's actually really hard to stop myself from shopping. What do I spend most of my money on? Well, usually clothes, makeup, bags. I will say the 2 bags I bought this year. One is a beautiful Stand oil bag, and I bought a new one. This is my MS. Very cute. I put this little panda on it because it's so cute with the panda. Honestly, I do not regret these purchases. I'm like, these are probably 2 of my favorite purchases from this year. But like, I need 2? And I actually have 3 because I am sending back one that I got from a PR. My point is that I have definitely way more than I need. It is the final day of my social media cleanse tomorrow, and I will update you on like my final thoughts and feelings about it. And so far I can already tell you that I'm going to be doing more of these this year because it has just been so good for my soul and psyche. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the final verdict. Bye! Hey guys, so this is probably going to be my last entry for this video. Today I just went to church and I actually ended up playing board games with my friends for like a good long time. If I was saying my final thoughts, actually today when I was going home at 10, I was kind of like feeling empty because I know that like once I come home I'll be alone, and when I'm alone it's scary because now I have all this space to fill, or like this time to fill, and I'm just really scared that I'm gonna fill it with social media or want to look at social media. Well, actually for the last 4 days of being alone, felt restful, and today socializing with other people made me feel really nice. I'm probably gonna order a book actually right now. I have a lot of books I can read. I can plan for my next week. I could write in my diary. So honestly, there are endless things that I could do that isn't related to scrolling on social media. So I hope you will give it a shot. If you need to film yourself to keep yourself accountable, do it, because that's why I filmed this experience. This is probably going to be a really boring vlog since I'm like at home 90% of the time just like talking. Thanks for being along with me in this ride. If you would like to subscribe, that would make my day, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks again for watching.